Alright guys, welcome back to what seems to be a long overdue video for me. I had a hardware malfunction, had RMA put me down for a while unfortunately, so with that I also lost all of my previous saves, and pretty unfortunate circumstance I had to go back through and rebuild everything. So as a result, kind of had to rebuild the Elven base, my endgame base, everything like that, and kind of this is where I've left off. It took me a little while to kind of get everything the way I wanted. Part of me wanted to wait for some updates and new releases, get some extra content in there, and really kind of finesse the final project or final product. I'm really happy with the way it turned out. I can't really think of anything else at this moment that I would change. I'm still going to make some tweaks and things like that, but let me give you guys a walkthrough on it. So, chose to start kind of down here so you guys kind of get the overall appearance. This is my in-game base, and I don't know. I just wanted to create a very majestic setting coming across here. So I mean, you guys all know this area. Kind of built that out. I had to put those supports on there just to kind of keep the floors from falling. It gave me the exact support I needed to kind of rough it out. The game will not let me build in those four quadrants right there across, which is unfortunate, but it kind of gave a cool aesthetic to it, and I was able to keep it even, which was nice. So, very happy for that. Let's get into it. Kind of created this door piece here. I mean, we all know the new stuff on it. I did a lot of gold work on here, even though I hate gold, honestly, personally. Um, when it's the high-end product, I mean, dwarves and stories for gold, and it just made the most sense to use this to the best I could. So, brought these out, was able to lay these pretty well, and as much as I hate gold, I do think it looks really good. You almost can't even tell it's gold even, so which kind of makes it even better. So, coming into our main doorway here, just try to create a grand entrance. I feel like it's still missing something. I haven't quite pinpointed what yet, but overall, pretty happy with the way it came out. It did give the effect that I was hoping for, at least in my opinion. So, pushing through. Of course, we all know this entrance. I'm gonna do a side-to-side walkthrough here. So, coming over to this side, kind of created a crafting area, if you will. I wasn't sure. It took me a while I went back and forth a lot trying to figure out what to do with which areas and things like that. And there was a lot of building and then deconstruction and things like that. And this is kind of what I came up with. I wanted to utilize everything the best I could, incorporate all parts of this endgame area while also still making it my own. So I got the crafting bench there with a variety of crafting stuff in it. Somehow got that and that lodged in there, and I can't even delete them. So they're kind of set for the aesthetic of things. Of course, rune table here. Just really happy with the setup. Just gives a nice little layout. Additionally, going on with the extra tomes and stuff, there's so many of them, so I figured, why not just create more and more and more. They look really cool. I think the books are actually my favorite over the scrolls. I personally wish the scrolls, which you can see over there, were kind of filled up a lot better, especially when it was all the way full. But, you know, it is still cool to have those in there. I haven't quite figured out what I want to do this area yet. May do something, may do nothing. Um, you know, but for now, it suits its purpose. We'll go in there in just a moment. Let's go over to the other side here. Actually, screw it. Let's just go in. So, of course, we all know what the underneath looks like in here. I went ahead and kind of created this my trophy room. Gold hoard. Still working on a few things. I mean, like I said, it's not completely done, but it's, for the most part, you get the gist of what I'm trying to accomplish here. This one, I haven't. I thought about doing an armory down here, and then, as you guys will see in a minute, I went a different direction, did something else. Don't entirely know what I'm going to put here yet. I kind of was thinking this like the master bedroom type thing, if you will, which I may still do, and that's probably what I'll do, but for right now, I'm just leaving it empty. Coming out over to this side, I know previously, if you watched my other video, I had this. It was before they had actual stairs in the base, and I created a nice, really nice wood staircase. I was super proud of to let me just go straight up here without having to walk all the way down to the end and go up. This time I didn't want to do that. I didn't want to repeat the same thing, so created a little custom entrance here with the gold inlay. Really do enjoy being able to recess everything in and work it into each other so it incorporates multiple things and doesn't just stick with the basic effects, basic looks of everything. So just kind of create just more of my own personality in it and more of my vision into it. And really love how this side came out. A couple things I would change, but I don't have a whole lot of what I would really want. They're just, it doesn't fit with the doorway entrance, so I just kind of left it at this. That's what I came up with. Again, this area I don't know what to do with yet. Haven't fully decided. We'll just kind of see how it goes. It's still pretty open. Created an archway in there, but just for the sake of sake. Coming over here, this is a multi-tier base now, which was part of what made me so happy. I really love the rock here floor versus the gold and all the other stuff. I tried to break it up and give everything a kind of a different feel. Not everything just gold. So coming up here, grand entrance. Coming up, like, I mean, I'll probably give you guys like at the end I'll do just kind of a sky view of everything now that we got the free cam mode, but I wanted to do everything in first person because, well, I mean, I think you should. So coming through, got a kitchen area here, planting area. Got all my King's Brew tanks up. Go over to those in a minute. This is my custom table for the kitchen, fully functioning, of course, as always. This took me probably, I kid you not, about 45 minutes to an hour to create just this simple table to make sure I actually got everything. One, where I wanted it. Two, where it would allow me to. But three, to also give it the look that I was really going for, which is something different outside of what you normally see in everybody's videos, which is what I really try to do and create. Of course, we got the recessed in oven. At this point, I feel like it's kind of my trademark. I love recessing things in just to give it a different look, but also still making it functional and practical with a real world feel. I just realized my fences here actually destroyed, so I'll have to put those back up. But if I come over here and craft something, it will go to the table. So this morning, let's do an omelet. So as you can see, it goes straight to the table. Got all the food stuff around here in the chests, all the crafting supplies that I need. Went ahead on this back side. Before I had a throne right here, if you remember the video. This time went a little different. Sorry, mouse mess up. Did my rune station here. Recessed in, of course. King's Brew tanks over here. So mini brew tanks because we're out of space for the proper ones. So I got all these up here with some mini ones in between so I can make sure to have all the ales. And voila, King's Omelet. So, coming over here with this area, the forge, I wanted to create this nice aesthetic where, like, you look over here and you can tell it's just the forge. So, I bounced this idea around in my head a few times about how I wanted to do it this time. I did go with the double forges because I think they just look perfect together as a duo. I think you should have two of them next to each other. I just love the look of them. The whole thing, the whole game. I just love the designs, everything they've incorporated and added, just perfect. And got my little wall of everything here. Little pieces of armor, little quips here and there. So down there, just the resources, all the jewels, gems, metals, things like that. Salt bath. Got it on a platform here, a little pedestal for it. Or mithril bath it would. some pieces, weapon racks. Tried to just kind of balance them out and create different ones of each without having multiples of the same one on the same line. Up here, of course, grand entryway to the exit. Close it off on my last one. My brother really liked how I did that. I couldn't remember without, and I didn't want to go back and watch the video, how I did the other one, but I also wanted to make sure I did something different again, because it's no fun doing the same thing again. If you've already seen it once, you've seen it once, so no sense seeing it again. So this is different, again, with the inlays, being able to stack everything accordingly. I think comes out really good. Again, hate gold, but the designs are cool, something different, and it still gives the vibe and the feel that I was going for. Up on this right side, created just kind of like a mini study library area. You know, kind of run out of. It's a large room, as you can see. You know, we all know. So, running out of ideas. Kind of fulfilled most of the things I wanted to when trying to do all this, and a lot of the stuff I fulfilled in the other bases too. So I didn't want to duplicate from one base to the other. So I got my full path here to each of the brew tanks that I can, you know, climb the ladder up and actually go up and re-queue them up. Pretty even. Coming out over here, one of the things that I wanted was I kind of created like a Duran's monument up there. Wanted to just kind of give him his own things. When you look up, it's him with his two little mini bodyguards, and then, you know, the lamp holders, because got to be able to see what's up there. But I might change it up a little bit, make it a little more profound, or, you know, stick out, a little stand out-ish. But overall, pretty happy with it, just to kind of be up here. You know, the map zone, you just spawn in, look out, and just the view is perfect in my opinion. Different, but also great. Come up here, I created two entrances to this upstairs area. Which kind of for the time being is, so I guess you could say, the bathroom, the master bedroom, but I wanted to. I saw all these openings and I was just like, they're the perfect place to put these armor displays, and then the weapon displays in between. So this is kind of my armory, if you will, or my armory display. Each piece on there, I tried to do one of each of the weapons, one of each of the armors that made sense. Some I like more than others, so I use those instead. Of course, got all the fancy weapons, and then, oh yeah, I deconstructed a bed here the other day. So this was the primary quarters, you know, with the little study area, rune area, and then just a little closer look at the little shrine area over there. Come on down here, just kind of takes us down back to that runaround spot. So got 2 ways up, 2 ways down, but overall pretty. I'm very happy with this. There's not much more that I could do, so that I want to do. There's still some things that I'm going to add and tweak here and there, but overall, this is the base, and definitely a new favorite for me. Just super stoked with the end product. See if I can get a good free camera here for you guys. So just kind of looking at everything. Kind of wish the Forge still ran in freehand mode, but what do you guys think of the free cam mode now? I know a lot of people are super happy with it. It is a nice feature to have, and this base in particular doesn't really do a whole lot, but kind of a nice feature. But overall, free cam mode's pretty good. It does have some limitations on it, which I'm not super big fan of. Like, I can't go past these points here, but maybe it's by design. No. Also, yeah, let me know what you guys think. Definitely open to criticism. I promise nobody can really hurt my feelings. So if it sucks, let me know. If it's great, or if you got some other ideas or things that you want to steal for your bases, use it. Absolutely. You know, it's a prideful moment for me for when I see my things in other people's bases, which is why I like to share it. Also, I do want to point out the globe in there. I placed this hearth very strategically so that wasn't running into that all the time, as you can kind of see right there. It was the only thing I really couldn't get rid of in here, and but that was kind of my way of doing so. So let me know what you guys think. I'm going to showcase the Elven base next. There are a lot of changes to that one, a lot of differences versus the old one. I really miss the old one. It was fantastic. I loved it. You guys seem to really enjoy it. Had some things on there that I couldn't really duplicate again. Again, didn't want to duplicate everything, but I was still trying to keep the overall soul of that one in this one. So stay tuned.